Well, thank you for joining me for another iTWire video with top IT executives. Today I have with me James Boardman. He is the General Manager of Globalgig. James, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Alex.
So please give us a bit of a history about yourself and Globalgig and the market, the sort of offering that you entered the market with a couple of years ago.
Okay. Globalgig launched in Australia with 3 countries in December 2012. We offered mobile broadband coverage in Australia, the UK and the USA through a Wi-Fi dongle. We quickly expanded that to 40 countries to give us coverage predominantly throughout Europe, and also introduced the SIM-only version of Globalgig. And today we're here to announce new plans that we've launched as well.
So what was the sort of the high end, or not the high end, but what was the hero offer before when you had the offering across all those countries?
The hero offer before was offering mobile data across those 3 countries at a good fixed price, where previously you'd be using your data in Australia, but you'd have to pay over the top prices to access your mobile data internationally. And we saw that as an opportunity to bring and develop a product for the Australian market that really did set a new pace and a new direction for mobile broadband.
So what were people paying a couple of years ago? It was $40 for 5 gig or something.
A couple of years ago, you heard a lot of stories about bill shock. And people would go overseas and they would use their data overseas and not really know what they would be charging in any particular country.
And data is way more expensive than voice.
Yes, it was very much so. It was you could be easily paying $3 a megabyte to use data internationally, which is very expensive.
So what is the deal today? The big announcement, because it's pretty special.
It comes in 3 parts. What we're doing is we're launching 4G for Globalgig in Australia, and we're very excited about that because the 4G is also extended into the UK as well. So offering 4G in Australia and the UK, and we're expanding the footprint out now from 40 countries to 84 countries, which is a significant improvement for us. So we're very excited about that. It gives us a lot of the Southeast Asia area that we were lacking before, and it's something that our clients have constantly been asking for. Along with that, we're also launching 3 new plans. The 4G Flexi, which is our domestic Australia plan. Go Europe and USA, we've kept the initial 40 countries because that's been very good for us. But also the global plan, which I believe is an Australian first. We're offering 70 countries in the bundle with an additional 14 countries, which is just on a pay per megabyte basis. So that's what we're here to talk about today, and we're very excited about it.
Now, all this will be in the article that accompanies this video, but you have what was your 10 gig plan? That's the most data you can get, right?
The 10 gig plan is an upgrade. Previously, we only offered 5 gigs either in here or in the UK, in Europe. We've now introduced the 10 gig plans. It's something our customers have been asking us.
Everybody wants more data.
Everybody wants more data, and especially internationally as well. Quite often they don't want to be hampered by having to download a large document and thinking how much will that cost me. So this is taking away the fear and loathing, if I can put it that way, of putting big bundles out there with a fixed cost. Sure, there is excess data, but you know what you're getting, and we can keep you informed of that.
And obviously the excess data charges are way lower than what they used to be.
The maximum excess data charge you will pay in any plan with Globalgig is 25 cents a megabyte. We chose that number because it's pretty much 100% cheaper than any of the other international roaming offers that are out there in the market, which can range from 50 cents to $1 to $3 a meg.
Yeah. So who is your local partner in Australia? Who are you an MVNO for here?
In Australia, we use the Optus 4G network, and it's grown significantly over the past year, and we're very happy with Optus as a partner. They've helped us enormously in getting the product to market.
So who is your partner in the UK for 4G?
In the UK, we use the 3 network, and we also use them in for some of the coverage we offer in the European markets as well.
So how is the MVNO market going globally? I mean, we have a lot of competitors. You came in, bursting out of the gates 2 or 3 years ago, but I sort of see different competitors here and there. how's it all going?
Yeah, so I think the overall global MVNO market is strong, but if you look at the Australian marketplace, the MVNO market is very strong as well. So we have good competitors who are coming out there in the marketplace. We have people such as Amasim who have done a very good job in the prepaid market. But we're out there continually trying to improve the product that we offer. Sure, we compete with the tier 1 networks, but we're partnered with somebody who allows us to do that, and we find niches that enable us to grow, because of the core fundamental proposition that we have is to be very competitive in the domestic market whilst offering the USP of having fantastic mobile broadband rates internationally.
And you must have had great growth over the past couple of years as people have discovered you and gone, hey, what am I paying these crazy roaming rates for?
Certainly. One of the things that we've had with our customers is obviously the constant feedback. And part of the reason for today's announcement is Go Global, which has given us a significant Southeast Asia footprint. That's been one of the things that has been lacking in the product recently. Plus, also, we've now got all the major transit points in Australia, travelling internationally. So you've got the Arab Emirates, you've got Singapore, and China and Japan, they're all important, and they're now included in the Go Global plan.
Mm. So, with a lot of those competitors, generally speaking, you hear their prices and they seem to have less data, they've got less value, they have more restrictions. Mm-hmm. So how did you must have done some really great deal with your partners to give all this extra fairness and value for money.
That's very true. And also having the amount of information we've got on the usage habits of our partners now has helped us to develop these plans. The continual feedback has been around having bigger bundles, having more data included in the bundles, and that's what we've been able to do. We've also made sure that we've just kept the propositions very clean and very simple, so they are still month to month. We don't have any lock-in contracts that lock you in for 12 months or 2 years. And a very fair, low cost per megabyte rate for any excess data that you may do.
And that's enabled you to have a really competitive international offering.
It certainly has, and we will continue to improve that as we add more countries to the bundles as well.
Well, with 4G in the UK and Australia, and with 82 other countries now on the Go Global plan, there's been comment that Globalgig's helped to move the market and cause prices to come down. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think you've got two areas there. You've got the handset data. I think the networks have done a significant amount of work on the handset data, but we've been focusing on your tablet data, the people who have a real need for data. And that's the area where I still think that they're lacking. And this is where we're finding that we can exploit that niche in the market by offering great bundles and also putting more value into it and taking away the fear and loathing of, am I actually covered in this country or not covered in that country? If it works with Globalgig, if it works in that country, it's in the bundle, or it's one of the additional countries and you're paying a very low per megabyte rate.
So what sort of marketing is Globalgig doing beyond reaching out to the press when you have new plans to announce?
Well, competing with tier 1 networks is quite difficult, so we have a very good niche marketing play where we do a lot of AdWords stuff, but we also partner with people such as the major retailers like Dick Smith and Coles in respect of putting our proposition out to market. So we do promotions with them and we're constantly speaking to them about how we can lift and partner with them to provide mobile broadband coverage to the products that they're actually selling.
Maybe when you're travelling around, you should have like the Mr. Bean type traveller with broadband nightmares or something, and stick it up on YouTube, or have some sort of a global online treasure hunt or something. I mean, I always loved that idea of treasure hunts.
Well, there are lots of bill shot stories out there, so there are obviously things that we'd like to be doing to show that Globalgig can address the issues that...
Find the treasure so you can pay your bill shot, but not if you're with Globalgig. So one of the things that you were showing me before we recorded was a triple SIM. Now, for those who don't know, tri-SIM, what is a tri-SIM for those who don't know?
Well, the tri-SIM is a new SIM card that we've introduced into Australia.
Can you zoom right in on that? So what do we see there? It looks like a normal SIM.
It certainly does, but it clips out, and essentially it can be a full-size SIM or a nano SIM, or that one breaks out as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the three sizes of the SIMs that are all in one. So you no longer get that confusion where a customer will not understand whether they require a micro SIM or a nano SIM, etc.
Yeah, so, I mean, I normally only see the full size and the micro or the nano, and that's the first time I've seen somebody offering it. So about time.
Yes, so it's one size fits all.
Yep, and that's going to be in all of the stores you mentioned before, the Coles and Dick Smith.
It will be, yes.
And is there still old stock?
There still is old stock out there.
But it'll say tri-SIM on the packaging.
It will, on the new packaging, it certainly will. And you know, we will obviously be upgrading people who require the Go Global plan, but those will connect, that particular SIM will connect to any plan available with Globalgig.
Sure. And so if you put your magic hat on and look into the crystal ball, what do you think the MVNO market will look like over the next 5 years?
I think a lot of people would like to know that.
Yeah.
There's always going to be an area where an MVNO can market. As I said previously, you have to be competitive in the domestic market, which we certainly are, and you have to offer that something special that the other networks either don't want to deliver or are struggling to actually deliver. And I think that we've done that with the simplicity of plans, the no lock-in contracts, month to month, very low access rates, and it gives people that security and understanding. The MVNO market will always continue to move and change, as it should, but that's where entrepreneurs do survive. And we're pleased to say that having started with 3 countries, moving to 40 and now doing 84 countries, we're very pleased with how we've developed the whole proposition.
So do you have any final messages for iTWire readers and viewers and for current and future customers, aside from get a SIM and try it out for yourself?
I'd also get a SIM and try it out and give us a go, because I think with global APN, which I think is very important as well, you've now got a SIM card and plans that you can use your mobile data both domestically and internationally without the fear of coming home to a large bill.
Sure, and with that global APN, you just put that into your phone settings, and then just, as long as you're in those different countries,
wherever you land in a country that has Globalgig coverage, it will just start to work.
All right, well, I look forward to your next plan, but in the meantime, congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex, and appreciate your time.